The feast of unleavened bread, called the Passover, drew nigh. The chief priests and scribes sought to kill him, for they feared the people. Then Satan entered Judas Iscariot, one of the 12. He went and communed with the chief priests and captains on how he might betray him. They were glad and covenanted to give him money. He promised to betray him in the absence of the multitude. On the day of unleavened bread, when the Passover must be killed, he sent Peter and John to prepare it. They asked, "Where shall we prepare?" He said, "When you enter the city, a man bearing a pitcher of water will meet you. Follow him into the house he enters. Say to the goodman of the house, 'The master asks, where is the guest chamber where I shall eat the Passover with my disciples?' He will show you a large upper room, furnished, there make ready." They went, found it as he had said, and made ready the Passover. When the hour came, he sat down with the 12 apostles. He said, "With desire I have desired to eat this Passover with you before I suffer. For I will not eat thereof again until it is fulfilled in the kingdom of God." He took the cup, gave thanks, and said, "Take this, and divide it among yourselves. I will not drink of the fruit of the vine until the kingdom of God comes." He took bread, gave thanks, broke it, and gave it to them, saying, "This is my body, given for you. Do this in remembrance of me." Likewise, after supper, he took the cup, saying, "This cup is the New Testament in my blood, shed for you. But, behold, the hand of him that betrayeth me is with me on the table. The Son of Man goes as determined, but woe unto that man by whom he is betrayed." They began to inquire among themselves which of them it was that should do this thing. There was also a strife among them as to who should be accounted the greatest. He said, "The kings of the Gentiles exercise lordship over them, and those who exercise authority are called benefactors. But you shall not be so. He that is greatest among you, let him be as the younger, and he that is chief, as he that serves. For who is greater, he that sits at meat, or he that serves? Is not he that sits at meat? But I am among you as he that serves. You are they who have continued with me in my temptations. I appoint unto you a kingdom, as my Father hath appointed unto me, that you may eat and drink at my table in my kingdom, and sit on thrones judging the 12 tribes of Israel." The Lord said, "Simon, Simon, Satan has desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. But I have prayed for thee, that thy faith fail not. And when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren." He said to him, "Lord, I am ready to go with thee, both into prison and to death." And he said, "I tell thee, Peter, the cock shall not crow this day, before thou shalt thrice deny that thou knowest me." He asked them, "When I sent you without purse, scrip, and shoes, lacked ye anything?" They said, "Nothing." Then he said, "But now, he that has a purse, let him take it, and likewise his scrip, and he that has no sword, let him sell his garment, and buy one. For this that is written must yet be accomplished in me." And he was reckoned among the transgressors. For the things concerning me have an end. They said, "Lord, behold, here are 2 swords. And he said unto them, "It is enough." He came out and went, as he was accustomed, to the Mount of Olives, and his disciples also followed him. When he was at the place, he said to them, "Pray that you enter not into temptation." He withdrew from them about a stone's cast, and kneeled down, and prayed, saying, "Father, if thou be willing, remove this cup from me. Nevertheless, not my will, but thine, be done." An angel appeared to him from heaven, strengthening him. Being in agony, he prayed more earnestly, and his sweat was as great drops of blood falling down to the ground. When he rose from prayer and came to his disciples, he found them sleeping for sorrow. He said to them, "Why sleep ye? Rise and pray, lest ye enter into temptation." While he yet spoke, behold, a multitude, and Judas, one of the 12, went before them and drew near to Jesus to kiss him. But Jesus said to him, "Judas, betrayest thou the Son of Man with a kiss?" When those about him saw what would follow, they said to him, "Lord, shall we smite with the sword?" One of them smote the servant of the high priest and cut off his right ear. Jesus answered, "Suffer ye thus far." And he touched his ear and healed him. Then Jesus said to the chief priests, captains of the temple, and elders who had come to him, Have you come out as against a thief, with swords and staves? When I was daily with you in the temple, you stretched forth no hands against me. But this is your hour, and the power of darkness. Then they took him, led him, and brought him into the high priest's house. Peter followed afar off. When they had kindled a fire in the hall, Peter sat down among them. A certain maid beheld him by the fire, and earnestly looked upon him, and said, "This man was also with him." And he denied him, saying, "Woman, I know him not." After a little while, another saw him, and said, "Thou art also of them." And Peter said, "Man, I am not." About an hour later, another affirmed, "Of a truth this fellow also was with him, for he is a Galilean." Peter said, "Man, I know not what thou sayest." Immediately, while he yet spoke, the cock crew. The Lord turned and looked upon Peter. Peter remembered the word of the Lord, how he had said, "Before the cock crow, thou shalt deny me thrice." Peter went out and wept bitterly. The men that held Jesus mocked him and smote him. When they had blindfolded him, they struck him on the face. They asked him, "Prophesy, who is it that smote thee?" And many other things blasphemously spoke they against him. As soon as it was day, the elders, chief priests, and scribes came together and led him into their council. They asked, "Art thou the Christ? Tell us." He said to them, "If I tell you, you will not believe, and if I also ask you, you will not answer me, nor let me go. Hereafter shall the Son of Man sit on the right hand of the power of God." Then they all said, "Art thou then the Son of God?" And he said to them, "Ye say that I am." They said, "What need we any further witness? For we ourselves have heard of his own mouth." This concludes the reading from Luke, chapter 22.